Hello teens, I am Lucha Kuga. Huh! And once again, you have tuned in for your precious Mr. Sergeant. Well, he isn't here today. You get me again, and I'll tell you what happened to Mr. Sergeant. I saw him out walking, and I snuck up behind him. And when he wasn't looking, I delivered an RKO from out of nowhere. Boom! He was laid out on the ground. And I went up to him, and I took off his tie. So no more talking about how much you like his tie. As a matter of fact, here it is, and I hope, Mr. Sergeant, that you have tuned in to watch this. Looky what I have here. How much do you like Mr. Sergeant's tie now? I'd like everyone to give an explanation now and tell everyone how much do you like Mr. Sergeant's tie. There it is. Today you're going to get a lesson from Lucha Kuga. Huh! You see that, Mr. Sergeant? That is a ring. And I would like to meet you inside of the ring. Never mind that most rings are square. This is a ring. And I would like you to know how much room you have to run away from me, Lucha Kuga. And we are going to do this by calculating the circumference of the circle. This tells you how far you have to run away from my claws and my grip. So we calculate the circumference by doing a simple substitution. In place of pi, we use 3.14. And in place of r, we substitute the radius of 6. You multiply 2 times pi times 6, and you get 37.7 when rounded to the nearest tenth. And that's how far, Mr. Sergeant, you have to run away from me. But you won't get away. I will catch you, and I hope you're wearing another tie. I will pull it off. Better yet, I hope you have your hair done. I will cut your hair off as well. Let's try another. Imagine for now, we have a diameter which measures 18 units. So again, we make a substitution. 2 times 3.14 times the radius. Now I know what Mr. Sergeant is thinking. He's too scared to know the radius. He's probably just going to put an 18 in place of the radius. But you're not scared, and you know what to do. If the radius measures 18 units, if the diameter measures 18 units, then that means that each radius must measure 9 units. You press 2 times 3.14 times 9, and you should get 56.9 units. This is the distance around the circle where you will see Mr. Sergeant running from Lucha Kuga. Now, let us try something else. Let's calculate the area inside of the circle. The area tells us how much space I have to work with while I grab Mr. Sergeant and pin him down and cut his hair. The formula for area says area equals pi r squared. And again, it is a ring, but it is squared. I will see you there, Mr. Sergeant. We multiply pi times radius squared. If the radius is 6, we substitute 6 for the radius. So now we are going to do 3.14 times 6 squared, which is 36 units. You punch this into a calculator, you round to the nearest tenth, and you get 113.0 units. Once again, we try another. And once again, the diameter measures 18 units. So that means the radius measures 9 units. For the radius, we substitute 9, calculator time, 3.14 times 9 squared, which is 81. You punch this into your calculator, you get 254.3 units. This is the area inside of the circle where you will see Mr. Sergeant running away from Lucha Kuga. Complete the form attached to this video. It is due on Friday, the end of the week. And hopefully you will see me again soon. And once again, teens, I am Lucha Kuga.